Hey, Game Boy 4, what's going on, man? Hey, Urban Fisherman, what's up? Thanks, man. Yeah, I hit it last night, or actually, it would be yesterday. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Just got done eating supper. Got a brand new chatterbait today. Hey, California Greenhorn Fisherman, what's up, man? I had a cookout today, huh? Cool. Got a brand new chatterbait. Just got it in today. Bought it off of eBay. It's a custom-made chatterbait, and it's by a guy that sells them on eBay. NJ Fishing and Outdoors. Make sure you check out everybody's channel. I normally say that at the beginning. Rip and Tip Outdoors. What's up, man? What's up, NJ? I'm trying to find my... But yeah, I got this new chatterbait. It's really cool. I can't even find my own live stream on YouTube. But yeah, I got this brand new chatterbait. It's pretty cool looking too. It's got orange on the front, and it's got green in the middle, and it's got blue on the ends. Oh yeah? Have you caught any fish on it? Because this thing here is really looking cool, man. I can't wait to try it because we got a pond that I fish, and I think that thing is going to be killer in that pond. Put a little swim bait trailer on it, or a rage crawl possibly. I got somebody commented on one of my videos. Sorry about that. I had to get that on there. I'll go back and find who it was earlier in a little bit. I can't even find my own stream on this phone. I can't even find it. It's like it's not even coming up. Got to go. Alright. Yeah, I found this chatterbait here on eBay. It's just from a guy. I mean, this is really good quality as well. It was like $6 or $7. Got it from eBay too. Probably from the same guy then. Yeah, I can't find my own stream, so be kind of flying blind. I'll just have to try to read them as they go on the screen. But yeah, I found this chatterbait. I was rolling through. Well, it was. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool looking. But I found this thing just looking through custom. I was looking for custom chatterbaits on eBay. Are they awesome? I'm glad they are. Because, I mean, this thing looks like it's going to be killer in the ponds that I fish. Especially the one that I've been fishing the past 2 times I went. Because they got a lot of orange on the bluegill. I think this one's called like Sun Bluegill or something. Can I get a Big Mac? I don't know what that means, but okay. I guess you can if you want to. But it looks really cool. It's like called Sun Gill or something like that. And there's some more on there. Hey, Fly Fishing Ninja, what's up, man? But there's some more on there that I'm going to get. There's one in like crappie, and then there's another one in a bluegill color I'm getting ready to get. I got with the nickel blade. Looks really cool. I'm going live later, bro. I'll show you the ones I got. Do you? Awesome. Fishing Tube, what's up, man? Skunk City today, huh? You didn't catch any, man. That sucks. I've been there quite a few times. It is the quality and the lighting. I mean, the lighting is about as best as I can get it, but is the quality okay? But yeah, I got that today, and I also hashtag on board. Yeah, I also got that Murder Inks, the payment that he sent for the lures. I caught three redfish. Cool. Does it sound good? Quality good? Awesome. Drink some lemonade like normal. Drink that stuff all the time. But yeah. I forgot. I just lost my train of thought. Ain't that bad when you do that right in the middle of talking. What was I thinking about? I don't remember. But anyway, oh, I remember what I was talking about. You catch them redfish on like bass lures, fishing tube. Because I've seen people do that. I've seen, who was it I seen do that? There's some guy on a fishing show, and he was catching redfish and snook with just normal like bass tackle like we'd use up here. I once saw a shark in half. Okay. No soft plastics. Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah. You use them little shrimp, like with the popping cork. I've heard a lot about that up there, or down there, I should say. Fishing for them big reds. Yeah, I just got this chatterbait in. Plus, that Murder Inc. He sent me some money for my lures, and I'm getting ready to send out them. Go subscribe to the Topwater King. He is lit. Thanks. It's not pretty. What does that mean? Oh, the shark in half? Yeah, I'm sure it probably wouldn't. You should try sticking your arm in a bucket of deer guts. That's when you realize that. That's when you kind of realize where nasty and nastier is. That's where you figure out that line. Because I've done that before, and it doesn't smell as bad as it feels. It feels weird, that's for sure. But yeah, I got the payment from that Murder Inc. and I'm going to be sending out the baits that he bought. Tomorrow, I'm going to be sending them out because I couldn't today, obviously. So yeah, I'm really excited for, getting out and in the spring. Yeah. See my new shirt? I had it in my other video, AC/DC shirt. Caught some trout with a gold spoon. I've heard that gold spoons work well, and that sounds so gushy. Yeah, it is. How do you purchase? Oh, the baits? Well, see, I can't figure out how to do the PayPal because I'm just not smart enough to do all that online stuff. I'm just now starting to figure out how to do YouTube. But if you go, and I will have the link, or not the link, but the address, if you comment on one of my past videos and just tell me like what you're wanting, I will tell you the address that you can send the money to, either cash, money order, or check. You can send that, because I'm not smart enough to do the PayPal. And you just tell me what you're wanting, and I will be able to send it to you after I get the money, because don't want to, give people your address, because that's not good. The address that I'm using right now is an address that nobody actually lives on, but it used to be ours, so it's not like we're, living close to it. It's actually quite a ways away. That way no crazy people show up at my address, It would be the address that we used to live at. Yeah, there's a chatterbait again. I don't know if there's any new people in here or not. Yeah. Need that P.O. box. Well, see, I would get a P.O. box, but, that address is just as good, so. Did you know that Black Ops 4 is coming out? I heard about Black Ops 4, and I honestly kind of thought that it was, fake. And Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch. I don't play Nintendo games anymore. When you going fishing? As soon as I can, man. As soon as I possibly can. Hopefully this weekend, because it's supposed to be like up in the 60s this weekend, and I'm really, really hoping to get out and try to catch some bass or bluegill. I'm also trying to catch some bluegill as well. I'm going to try to catch some bass to put in our pond. There's only 2 bass in there, but there's like 56 bluegill. Yeah, I heard about that Grinch movie. I think they just need to leave well enough alone when it comes to them new revamped movies like that. Other than like trilogy type movies like Jurassic Park, what else? Fast and Furious. I think those would be fine. But like revamping old movies is just stupid in my opinion. Anyway, let me go back up. Black Ops 4, I wish I had a PS4 so I could get it, but I don't. I have a PlayStation 3. But go back to Fishing Tube's question. I'm trying to go fishing as soon as I can, man. It's a combination of weather and basically if I can talk somebody into letting me go, rip, yeah. But I'm just trying to talk people into, taking me. My dad, he just doesn't want to take me, I guess. And you know, my cousin, he took me the 2 times I did go, and he was sick this past weekend, so he couldn't take me. And then my dad, he just didn't want to go. So that's just how it works, I guess. But whatever. Been going for 11 minutes now. So what you guys been up to? Is Urban Fisherman still in here? I don't know if he was still in here or not. You'll get back into it. Yes, sir. I've been bored. Yeah, I've been bored too. Alright. I didn't know if Urban Fisherman was still in here. Are you going fishing soon? Or have you been catching fish where you're at? Because I've only caught 2 bass, and I've caught a bunch of bluegill. I caught about maybe 1.5 dozen bluegill so far this year. But I've only caught 2 bass. Are the fish biting where you're at? You're down in Florida, ain't you? If I don't forget, I'm pretty sure you're down like in Miami, ain't you? I've been bored too. Haven't been able to. Have you? Yeah. Florida, man, I wish I could live down in either Florida or Texas. Florida would be awesome, though. I want to go to Miami or what's the other town? Orlando. I want to go to either Miami or Orlando. Sorry. Had a stupid moment there. Have those a lot. Yeah, I've always wanted to go down to either Miami or Orlando. Hoping to get out this weekend. Yeah. Yeah. I've been seeing people like, what's that one channel? Tall Fisherman Jay. He lives down there. He's been catching bass on walking baits. I've heard that one before. That's funny. Did you? Yeah. I've seen them guys catching bass on top water. I'm sitting up here with ice like 3 inches thick on the water. Hookset Nation, what's up, man? I'm just kind of bored. I got a brand new chatterbait. Bought it off of eBay. It's a custom chatterbait that this guy makes on eBay. You always have a spot on my boat. Well, man, I don't know if I'll ever get down there, man. I'm wanting to go down there. I'm hoping that one of these days or one of these years I'll be able to go down there during the winter time. That way I ain't got to deal with this cold. Yeah, brand new chatterbait. It's got orange, then green, then blue, and it's really cool looking. Bought it off of eBay. They're custom made chatterbaits by this guy on eBay. They're really cool. I'm gonna put a link. Come on, I know, man. I want to go down there, but the thing is I don't know. Okay, I see that. But yeah, I got this. I think it's a 3/8 ounce, which is literally my favorite chatterbait size. 1/4 ounce and 3/8 ounces is my favorite sizes for those type of baits, like the swim jig, a 1/4 ounce and 1/2 ounce, and then a chatterbait would be a 3/8 ounce and 1/4 ounce. But yeah. So, you catch any more fish up there by Chicago, Hookset Nation? I mean, I've seen you've been catching quite a few on that Ned rig. I haven't tried it out yet because I haven't been able to go fishing yet. I'm hoping to this weekend because it's supposed to get up in the. There was talk there at the beginning of the week that they was supposed to get up in the 60s, and now it's like in the up in the 70s. Sorry, it was supposed to get up in the 70s here. Then it was supposed to get down in the 60s and so. So I don't know what it's going to be, but as from what I've heard, I watched the news a little bit ago at 6:30, I think, and it said that Saturday was going to be 67, if I don't forget. I'm pretty sure it said 67. So hopefully I'll be able to get out. But I've been waiting on getting out there and catching some good fish, consistently good fish. What time is it getting to be? It is 7:24. All right. I don't know when I'll leave. I might leave around 7:30 or so, but I don't know. Yeah. Just kind of bored. Figured I'd go live. Why not? Yeah. Well, what was I going to do? Hang on a minute. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Anybody commenting or anything? No. I went over and I got the box of baits. I got a few baits on here that I've actually been kind of experimenting with colors. How do you make a tissue dance? Don't know. But I've been, testing out different ways of making baits. This one here's, you put a little boogie in it. I should have known that because I've heard that joke before. I should have remembered that. But this one here, it's got white belly and white craw legs, and it's got a green back. So it's pretty cool. I've got a few in here like that, and I don't know where all of them are because I got a huge box of stuff. But then I got, the bluegill, and then the stick bait, which I'm super excited about. I haven't cut the tag ends off of this one yet. Then the drop shot minnows, these are good. The flat runners, these here are awesome for flipping. I actually went out there today at my pond just testing them out on a Texas rig. Is a shotgun a vegetable? No, but is mayonnaise an instrument? That's my question to you. Is mayonnaise an instrument? But I actually was flipping a green pumpkin flat runner out there by the trees and stuff, and it actually looked really, really good on a Texas rig. I was flipping it with a unpegged half-ounce sinker. X-Files music, haha. I got a joke for you, Game Boy 4. Excuse me. 4 blondes are walking on a trail. One sees a set of tracks. One says it's a deer track, one says it's a moose track, one says it's a bird track. Then the train hit them. Do you get it? But I was fishing. I'll show you the rig that I was fishing. Hopefully I won't hit the ceiling fan. That wouldn't be good. I'm going to have to turn on the light for a second. There we go. That way I won't hit the ceiling fan. I heard the most inappropriate joke ever. What was it? Oh, the one I just said? That's not the most inappropriate joke you've ever heard. I guarantee you that, because I got a lot more inappropriate than that, but I'm not going to say them on here. But this is the one that this is the rig I was fishing. I'm going to fish this hopefully when I go fishing. If you guys can see that. Let me grab my flashlight there. So you see I have to use this little flashlight. Wow, it got really dark there for a second. But that there is the rig I was using. Half-ounce bullet weight. I think that's a 4/0 hook. Sorry about it getting real dark there for a second. I'm trying to figure out where I can put this light to where it'll be good enough lighting. But yeah, that there's what I was rigging up. Just a green pumpkin, flat runner, half-ounce unpegged sinker. And the reason why I fish an unpegged sinker is because that weight for flipping, it's not as good. I'm going to peg this later, but I just wanted to test the flat runner out. But if you take it and you peg it, or if you unpeg it and you just cast the baits around, that weight will get up in front of it a little ways, and it'll make it look a little bit more natural going through the water. A lot of people like using unpegged sinkers for river fishing when they're fishing bass in the river. I've never been able to fish for bass in the river. There's just a lot of small little bass up here in this river anyway. Pokemon and women are the same. If you don't have balls, you can't catch them. Okay. I see how your jokes are going now. Yeah, the flat runners are really good flipping bait. If you guys do end up buying some, it's a really good flipping bait. And these here are a really good jig trailer. These little red craws. I mean, you can pick them in any color besides purple, obviously, because I've stopped selling those. There it is in green. Right there. That's a really good color. White craw, I do have some of those. They're not here with me, actually. They're out in the car. I have some, or well, they're with my mom, because she sells some of the baits at her work, where she works at. But here's a green pumpkin stickworm. Right there. Really good bait. There's the bluegill, which I already showed you guys that. The frog, the buzzing frog. There, chartreuse flash color. Really good bait. I think I got another notification. Yeah, I do. Excuse me. There's like a little green light that comes on. Oops. Lake Fork guy just posted. Where did Billy go when the bomb went off? Probably everywhere. Everywhere. I knew it. I knew that was going to be the answer to that question. I knew it. I had a feeling it was going to be one of those kind of questions. I had a feeling that's what it was. How did I know it? I just had a feeling that was what the answer was going to be. But yeah. Yeah, I've been kind of cooped up in the house for like a while. I mean, besides going, we went to Terre Haute Wednesday, I think, or Tuesday, I don't remember. And then we went up north to a little bit smaller town, and we done some stuff up there. And I just haven't gone fishing in a while. I'm hoping that this weekend I can. And then, what is today? Today's the 12th, right? I'm going to grab my phone so I don't have to keep trying to figure out. Yeah, today's the 12th. So, time is like money. I ran out and regret wasting it. Yeah. Yep, I've had that. Let's see. Okay, so next Friday, the 23rd, will be my 17th birthday. And I'm hoping, I don't know if I will, but I'm hoping I can get to go fishing then, possibly up at Newton Lake or on East Fork. I'm really wanting to go to East Fork because I'm going to be doing tournaments there in April and beyond. Happy birthday. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's not for another, well, over a week, about a week and a half. So I'm hoping I'll be able to go fishing then. We might be going down to Evansville, which you guys probably have no clue where that is. It's down south quite a ways in Indiana. I'm hoping I can go there. Maybe if I don't get to go fishing, I'd like to go there because there is some places there. Because I heard that Indiana, the way that their license thing is set up is you don't have to be 16 to get a license. You can be once you pass 18, that's when you have to get a license. So I'm hoping that maybe I can go down there and catch a few bass in some of the local ponds that are like literally in the middle of town. Two fish swim into a concrete wall. One looks at the other. Okay. All right. I got it. Okay. I see your jokes now. But yeah, I'm hoping if I don't get to go fishing around here, I'm hoping maybe I can get to go fishing down there because there is some like ponds literally in the middle of town. And this is a pretty big town. This is one of the bigger towns around here. It's Evansville, Terre Haute, Effingham, and well, about the really the biggest city around here is St. Louis, and it's quite a ways away still. But I'm hoping to go down there and catch some fish in Evansville, because there's some ponds literally right next to like Golden Corral restaurants, and I think that would be pretty fun because I know there's fish in them because I've seen them swimming before. What does a house wear? Don't know. You got me there. Are you just Googling jokes and just tell them? Address. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Stopping in to show that support my friend. Hey Okies, catfishing. What's up, man? I'm glad you stopped by, man. Hope you're having a pretty good day. Got a brand new chatterbait today. Let's see there. It's an orange, green, and blue chatterbait. It's really cool looking. I'm looking forward to trying it out. Chilling out, man. Glad to see you live. Yeah, I've been going live quite a bit in the past few days, but seems because I've been very nice. Love the colors. Yeah, the colors on that chatterbait are really cool. I've never really seen one that changes colors throughout the piece, like the strand itself. I've never seen one that changes colors like that. And they got a bunch of them on their eBay site, so I'm really excited. But yeah, I mean, I've been going live like once or twice a week, you know, mainly because I'm bored, honestly. Like, it just now got dark. I left my phone over there on the bed again. It's 7:36 and it just got now dark, and can't really do much, you know, when you don't have a car or a license or anything like that. So fall downstairs, step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay. But yeah, super excited for this weekend. I'm hoping to get out. Going live is fun too. Always great having instant interaction with your viewers. Yeah, I know. That's one of my favorite things about it, because you can just, it's not like you're commenting and, you know, you get a comment and then you respond a half hour later. You actually can sit there and basically talk to them without being person to person or talking on the phone. It's pretty cool in my opinion. I'm pretty excited. I'm hoping I'll be able to go out. You know, I'm sure I will if it's not raining or anything. Because, I mean, 60-degree weather at this time of the year is a pretty decent temperature. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get out. If I don't, you know, whatever. But if I do, then I'll definitely be making some videos on it. Because, I mean, if you're out there, you know, you need to make videos. And as little as I go fishing, you have to make a video or try to make a video every time you get out there. Because if you don't, then, you know, there's no point. But yeah. It's getting nice here and okay too. Really excited about the fishing startup. Hope to get on some monster cats this year. Yeah, man. One of my favorite places that I've seen people catfish is on the Mississippi River and the Ohio. Yeah, the Ohio. I've always wanted to get on either one of those rivers and fish for blues. I mean, I've caught some pretty decent channel, and I think I've caught a few flathead. Not very many, though. But I've never really caught a blue, if I can remember. You know, I mean, it's been so long since I've catfished. Mississippi and Ohio hold some great fish of all species. Oh, yeah, man. I know. The rivers around here, I mean, there was rumors. I think it actually did happen a couple years ago. Somebody caught like a 96-pound catfish. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was a flathead, if I remember right. But somebody caught a 96-pound flathead just outside of town where I'm at. Because we have the, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't, the Amraw that feeds into the Wabash. And a lot of people are thinking that the Wabash, you know, there might have been a giant catfish come through. Flathead gets so big, amazing catching the big ones. Oh yeah, the biggest catfish I've ever caught that I can remember anyway. I mean, I've been told that I've caught almost 20-pound flathead. I don't remember it, so the biggest catfish that I remember catching was a big channel, and it was 15-pound. One kid won. What's the answer to number 15? Hang on, man. I don't know. I don't see it. It's on the back. Yeah, I've been in that situation before. That's what's awesome, is I've actually been in that situation. I had the whole test done, set it up on the teacher's desk. I was like the first one done. Literally, it took me like 5 minutes to get the front off, and it had a whole like list on the back. My biggest blue was 62, flathead 53, and channel was a cat 20. Wow, that's a pretty good record there. I mean, I've been told I've caught almost a 20-pound flat. I don't remember it though, so I just say that my biggest catfish was 15-pound channel, and I caught it up at Newton Lake on, I think it was frozen shrimp. The flathead in my picture is the 53. Yeah, I've noticed that your profile picture is a huge catfish. But yeah, I've always wanted to go on either the Mississippi or the Ohio. I've heard a lot about the Ohio. Nothing wrong with that. That's a big fish. Oh yeah, definitely. For around here, I mean, what we used to do back in the old day, back then, you know, I think you probably get in trouble for it now, as bad as the laws are. I don't know if it's the same way where you're at, but we actually, when somebody caught a giant catfish, hang on a minute. I'm still sad that Sean and Bean don't rhyme. Okay, yeah, I understand that. But what we used to do back then in like the 2000s, early 2000s, is after we would skin it and fillet it, is we would take the a piece of baling wire and hook it up through the gill, and then we'd hang it on stop signs. Now, I had never understood it, but that's just what everybody did. So I was like, well, I'm gonna put my big catfish up there. So we ended up putting it on a stop sign literally right next to our house. And every time I'd go by on the school bus, because I was probably 7 or 8 maybe, every time I'd go by on the school bus, I'd say, hey, look at that. That's my catfish I caught, you know, because I thought it was cool. I mean, there was people with like huge, like giant catfish, but, you know, I thought that 15-pounder was pretty big. So, you know, whatever. I mean, there was people that would look at that catfish and think it's small. And I look at that catfish, for around here anyway, a channel that big is pretty big. You know, I mean, a flathead that big is pretty normal, at least from what I've heard. But I don't really fish the river. But I caught that the big channel on a frozen shrimp, if I remember correctly. I don't keep fish over 20-pound anymore in hopes of helping conservation. But we used to. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we used to do. We didn't put it on fence posts. We just put it on like random stop signs, like the one closest to your house. And that's what I always did. I think I had 2 catfish that I've ever done that. I think one of them was like a 5 to 10-pound channel, probably around a 7-pounder, and then I had the big 15-pounder. Okay. But anyway, yeah. I mean, it was either frozen shrimp or what they call sunny stinkbait. That was really big around here for catfishing, was that sunny stinkbait. And then we started using frozen shrimp and bluegill heads and bluegill tails, obviously. But one time, I remember it was really fun when I caught that 15-pounder, is I was sitting on a boat like this here, and I was using the old Zebco 33. It was a big old bright yellow rod. And I've actually used it for bass fishing. I caught some pretty good bass on it. But I use it sitting there with that, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, it was shrimp that I was using. And sitting there, I actually had fallen asleep. So I was sitting there like this here asleep, and all of a sudden I felt a little tug, and I looked, and my pole was sitting like this when I had it. So I was sitting there like that. That pole had bent over to the point that the rod tip was in the water, and I was like, oh crap, I better set the hook. So I just kind of just started reeling, you know, because I wasn't very big, and, you know, ended up getting him in, which I was honestly surprised. I thought I was going to break my arm off, because, I mean, a 15-pound catfish versus, you know, me being 7, 8 years old was pretty big. What are you doing, huh? Come on. You want to be on a live video? You haven't been on it yet. Come on. How in the world did you turn on my phone? Come here. Yeah, I knew you want to be up here. There you go. You can be on the live video. There you are. You're on a live stream. Again, every time. I must ask you a question, but I'll shave over it, or save it for later. Okay. Yep, you had to be on the live stream. You're always on one. I don't think I've done one yet without you. Here's the wind outside, I think. Is that what you're hearing? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Go on, go down. You had your so many minutes of fame there, so you're all good now. 7:44. I don't know when I'll go off here. Pretty soon, probably, because it seems like, yeah, there's only 2 people in here. So, yeah, I think I'll probably be off here pretty soon. Who's all left in here? I know Game Boy. I'm pretty sure he's still in here. But yeah, we used to use either frozen shrimp, pieces of bluegill, or that Sunny Stinkbait. That's almost all the exclusive 3 that we used to use for catfish. And then bluegill, you know, I started fishing for bluegill there a couple years ago. And one bait that I almost never didn't fish with was corn, just normal sweet corn like you'd buy at the store for $1 a can. I just take it and put about 3 little pieces on a hook and flip it out there. And I caught like a 12-pound bluegill one time. And it was kind of funny because my dad, he was just telling me a joke that I guess the old people used to tell him all the time. Y'all take corn and go out there and catch them bluegill. And he never caught corn on, or he never caught bluegill on corn. And I went out there and I ended up catching like, I think over a dozen 1-pound bluegill. And he was really surprised by that. So, you know, corn's a pretty good bluegill bait. Obviously night crawlers and red worms are as well. But corn is one of my favorite baits for bluegill. And either that or, you know, little artificial tube jigs and stuff like that. And then for bass, obviously I use live or artificial. I've been trying to use some live bluegill, but I've never caught one on live bluegill. But, you know, probably will this year. I want to try to do some live bluegill and live, what are they called? Crappie. I don't know if it'll work, but I don't think anybody's ever done it. The Lenny face. It got cut in half on my screen. You made it too long. It's hard to say. Chocolate. Yeah. Yeah. It says there's 2 people in here. So, I don't know. I might cut it off here pretty soon. Been going for 38 minutes. So, I don't know. But yeah. Just bored, so I figured, you know what, why not go live, see who's around, and possibly talk to you guys. But yeah, so pretty soon probably be getting off here. I'd say about maybe 40 or 45 minutes I'll probably be getting off here, because I don't need to be going any hour or 2 hour long streams. So yeah, so I think I'm going to get off here, and thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you later.